Greetings, this is I, the Dalek Emperor. Welcome to another Dalekcast. Our first question comes from Lillian Stolensberg. It reads, was the Imperial Dalek War begin on Earth when the Doctor arrives? No, that was during Remembrance of the Daleks. Wait, what's this? Slick Eddie plays FNAF 4 part... Whoa. FNAF 4 having to see reactions of me getting scared. Can I do that in a separate reaction video? Also, don't really see the point on doing that. It doesn't really seem necessary. I mean, I don't normally react to Markiplier's FNAF 4 videos. Yeah, I don't react to Markiplier's playthroughs. I don't react to gameplay videos. I just react to like animations, and that's something that's interesting. Something like that. As much as you want me to, react to that Slick Eddie, I don't react to gameplay videos. I play games, yes, I will continue to do FNAF 4, but I'll probably watch it in my spare time, not like that. But anyway, we have some questions. Can you call this episode this Godzilla versus Invincible crossover is epic? Hold on. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just yawned. I mean, yeah. Sure. I'll do that. Yeah. Oh, I see why. Because there's a new Triangles versus Monkey video you're showing me. It's called Triangle versus Monkey versus Invincible. Okay. Cool. I love Invincible. Love, apparently season 3 is going to have Mike Ehrmantraut as Conquest, so that's pretty cool. aka Jonathan Banks. The next is, thank you, Move a Dog, Mataf Productions. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I do need to also find a way to become a member myself. But yeah. Anyway, what's this? Archives of Perrine. 7-minute short made by Dalek Seth. Interesting. And we have a Stormtrooper and Chaos Demon animation Galactic Heresy made by Fulmin Studios, yeah. Now, oh wait, there's a Slick Eddie video that you want me to look at as well. There's the 10 countries where Americans are not welcome. Okay. Yeah. Okay, in 2025, okay, My channel is not a political channel, sadly, so I don't know if I'll be able to react to it. I don't think I'll be reacting to that, sorry. Anyway, so we have video ideas, a bunch of Star Wars related ones. What are clones made by technological consumerist? Wave gun fleet made by Wiccan CTH, and okay, Guardsman vs Stormtrooper team up, Galactic Heresy made by Full Main Studios. Interesting. Well, let's have a look at all of them. All credit will go to obviously Matter Productions, yes indeed, as expected. Blum Brothers Productions, Dalekcast, and Full Main Studios as usual. Anyway, let's have a look. I mean, this is that's more of a thank you video to someone else. So I don't know why you're suggesting me a thank you video. I just tend to react to the Calls of Scratchwood videos, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, so this first video is called 10 countries where Americans are not welcome in 2025. Eddie, yeah, this was suggested to me by Slick Eddie. All the others are suggested to me individually by Jamie Oberding. So this first video was made by apparently The World According to Briggs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you decided to show me this, but okay, I guess. Well, so I don't really get why you're showing me this, since I'm not of Earth, and I don't normally do political. Wait, then again, I did do vote Dalek, so... no, vote Emperor. So, fine, I guess. What's this all about then?
Best reputation globally, whether it's meddling in international affairs or American tourists going to other countries and acting like they own the place. I'm not saying other countries don't have their issues. Still, American issues tend to bubble up to the top of the news feed. Today we look at the 10 countries in which Americans aren't likely to get a warm welcome from the people, the government, or both. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look.
What is going on? Saudi Arabia.
Number 10, Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia goes on this list at number 10 because things are changing. Things are changing in a big way. In the past, it was really hard to get a visa unless you were there on a religious pilgrimage to Mecca or something like that. And they've had all kinds of changes, especially when it comes to the treatment of women. The reason I say Americans aren't welcome is because we have a lot of things that we think are normal that they're not too keen on. A lot of it is if you're respectful to their customs, you'll probably be a little more welcome. But like one thing, don't point your finger at things. They have a problem with pointing your finger. Use your chin instead to point places. Always remove your shoes when you enter someone's house. This is, you know, it's kind of an American custom sometimes. Not everyone is into it. I mean, I've had people come over to my house, take off their shoes as they enter. It's not a thing at my house, but I do know other Americans like that. It's just very much a thing in Saudi Arabia. Keep that in mind. You don't want to use your left hand too often. They have a problem with that. And do not show any public display of affection affection. Don't be kissing on your wife. Don't be too much hugging, things like that. They also don't like it when you take pictures without asking permission of them. Like, if someone's walking by and you don't ask them if you could take a picture and you just do, that's a problem. Here in the United States, if you're in public, you have no right to privacy. I can take a picture of anyone I want. I walk outside. They might consider it rude. It's not illegal. It's not just the people. Don't be taking pictures of government buildings without permission, private property, military bases, especially female. But if you're visiting Saudi Arabia, make sure you dress modestly. So Daisy Dukes and leggings aren't going to cut it in Saudi Arabia for women. I mean, shorts on men really are kind of frowned on in Saudi Arabia. Respecting elders is another thing that they really focus on in Saudi Arabia, so that's something to keep in mind too. These are all things a lot of Americans have kind of ignored, and they've gotten into sticky situations over the years, and it kind of gives us a reputation.
Right. Eddie, I don't know why you're showing me this. Also, yes, apparently you're showing me Russia now. Yes, this, yeah, I've no idea what this
Number 9,
is.
Russia. I mean, we've always had strained relations with Russia since the Cold War. Actually, before the Cold War and World War II. We didn't like each other before World War II, but we got together because the enemy of my enemy is my friend type theory. But if Americans do want to visit Russia, there's a lot of hoops you got to go through just to get granted a visa.
Yeah, this was made a year ago, so, I don't think anybody should be going to Russia at this current time.
Now, with us helping Ukraine during the Ukraine war, it's made things a little more strained. They suggest you don't visit Russia right now. The Russian government definitely doesn't like you, and a lot of the people are kind of on board with the Russian government. Had a long conversation with a guy that's from Russia, and he was saying that a lot of Russians believe all the propaganda. I guess that's true with every country.
I do. Cuba. Okay.
Number 8, Cuba. Yeah, nobody should be going to Cuba. It might be a great tropical paradise, but we've had an embargo on them for so long. That includes Americans are forbidden to go to Cuba. And that's despite the fact we have a military base on the island of Cuba. It's actually considered part of the United States, not part of Cuba. But the United States has had a ban on Cuba in both business and the people traveling there since 1958. Some people do go up to Canada and fly there from Canada and, other countries. Americans do this, but it's not advised to go there because if you do get arrested in Cuba, you're getting zero help from the United States government. Now, there are 12 different categories that could get you on the island of Cuba from the United States. A lot of it has to do with education and things like that.
Sure.
But if you do make it there, you better bring some kind of cash that is transferable in Cuba because you can't transfer your American dollars there. I had a comedian friend named Ron Morey back, early 2000s, and he was going to do a USO thing at Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. There's a bunch of Marines there. So he's I'm going to go there, I'm going to get some Cuban cigars. I'm all, no, you're not. You can't get off the base into Cuba. He's all, well, I'm not in the military. I can get off the base. I'm all, you can't. And he goes, oh, I bet I do. And I saw him like 3 weeks later. He's all, hey, you were right. They wouldn't let me near the fence. So yeah, Americans aren't supposed to go there, and Americans aren't welcome there, and if you run into problems, you're on your own.
I've heard of Gitmo from A Few Good Men.
Number 7, Iraq. Sure, we had a big war there, and the place is still a mess. It's getting better, but most of the people there and their government really are kind of hostile towards Americans. The U.S. government warns about going there, and they specifically say the locals really don't like you, and the government doesn't like you, and there are still different elements that are perfectly willing to kill you. You can fill out a visa form and all that, and they give you no reason. Sometimes they just deny it. They tell you no.
Oh, damn. Yemen.
Number 6, Yemen. The Republic of Yemen is...
There is a brilliant film with Ewan McGregor called Salmon Fishing in the Yemen. Yeah, there's a brilliant film. If you haven't seen this, if you guys, viewers, haven't seen this, go watch it. It is a brilliant film. Where basically Ewan McGregor is helping this Yemen guy out to salmon fish, apparently. Fish for salmon.
Another Asian country that Americans shouldn't be going to. If your friend tells you he's going to go to Yemen, have his medication checked. Seek professional help. Currently, the United States government has imposed a strict advisory against traveling to Yemen, citing their ongoing civil war, terrorism, serious corruption, and foreigners often find themselves kidnapped. It's gotten so bad there, in 2015, the United States government shut down their embassy and said you'll get no help if you're in trouble in Yemen. Since they don't have an embassy and they really won't have to worry about government, criminals are more inclined to kidnap you and demand a ransom when they know you don't have a government to back you up. This place is dangerous, their government doesn't like you, the people don't like you, and there's criminals just roaming the streets. Now, when I say streets, I'm sure a lot of you, kind of imagine paved roads and stuff. They don't have much of that in Yemen. You got to get into the city to see some paved roads, and the paved roads aren't that good. By the way, it's not lost on me how I'm criticizing Americans for being ugly Americans, and I'm sitting here being an ugly American talking trash about these countries.
Venezuela. I've heard of this.
Number 5, Venezuela. Yeah, this is another one that should be avoided at all costs. Venezuela is not like most of the other South American countries. Brazil, they've got a lot of criminals, but at least you might be treated okay by their government. There's an embassy there. Argentina's a great place to visit. Ecuador's wonderful. Venezuela is known for its corruption and its abuse of everyone's civil liberties.
Fun fact, Speed went to Ecuador. It was, it was pretty fun, but word of advice, don't go to Chile, especially when Speed's around. When Speed is around, Chile becomes crazy. I have seen videos of zombie fans, just clambering all over iShow Speed.
And is currently considered an authoritarian state. Different fact-finding missions have found that there are severe human rights violations and abuses in Venezuela. People disappear there all the time, and most people are under the impression that it's done by the government, and they also have political killings on a regular basis. The Venezuelan people aren't too keen on Americans, and their government sure as hell isn't. In 2019, the Department of State withdrew from the U.S. Embassy in Caracas. So if you get arrested there, you're not getting much help. And you don't have to do anything wrong to be arrested in Venezuela. You just have to be a foreigner.
Oh boy. Oh, Afghanistan.
Number 4, Afghanistan. You really don't have to be up on things in the news or foreign affairs to know that Afghanistan's really not a pleasant place to be these days. I'm sure Afghanistan has some wonderful people and great things to see, but you really shouldn't be visiting there. The 1970s was really a turning point for them. They had a president in the 1970s that decided to turn it into a socialist republic. Ever since, Afghanistan has kind of been involved in what they call the Afghan conflict, and that has not much to do with the United States, I should say yet. In the 1980s, Russia decided they'd invade, and then, we had our little thing there till just recently. They are big on kidnapping, terrorist attacks, hostage-taking, and I'm sure if word got around that an American was roaming around the town as a tourist, you would basically be hunted down and kidnapped. There's no formal tourism industry in Afghanistan, and there hasn't been for decades. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul closed in 2021, resulting in an increased frequency of unlawful detentions.
Oh, crap. Turkey?
Number 3, Turkmenistan. Now, this one's one of my favorite ones. I've been reading up on this place for a while now. Mainly because I saw a thing on John Oliver about this country. Oh, he did not put it in a good light. It's kind of crazy. Then that craziness was reinforced by watching Drew Binsky. Turkmenistan only lets 10,000 people in every single year. That's all the tourists they have. It's the 7th least visited country in the world. Their capital city, Ashgabat, is amazing. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's very staged, and it's, one of these government-controlled...
Yeah, highly recommend if you guys ever visit Turkey, visit Pamukkale. Pamukkale is stunning. It's got this saltwater structure where there's the entire structure is made of this salt. But you can walk around it. It's almost like an icicle, or almost like a glacier in a way.
Cities where people aren't allowed to do anything. And they have a long history of weird stuff. Their old dictator, they have a new dictator, their old dictator, passed laws that people couldn't own dogs, they didn't like the smell of dogs, only white cars could be on the road. This guy decided he didn't like the standard calendar, so he renamed all the months after family members. That became the official calendar of Turkmenistan. Now, what makes this unfriendly towards Americans, it's not the people. The people seem to be lovely and wonderful. The Drew Binsky video was great. The people talked to him. Everyone was nice. Thing is, you only have 3 or 4 days to spend in the country, and the whole time you have to have a private guide. That costs about $1,000. This is a typical post-Soviet Union country with dictators and giant statues. I mean, like 20 stories high of old leaders and various historical figures. Scimitars and turbans seem to be a big thing with their statues. 90% of the country is employed by the government. So this is pretty much a government country. I mean, everyone's in the secret police or they work in some function of the government. They make it extremely hard to get into the country and they watch you the whole time you're in the country.
Somalia, oh no.
Number 2, Somalia. Somalia, like Afghanistan, you really don't have to be up on foreign affairs to know that this is not a place to go. Most Americans became familiar with Somalia when they had the whole Black Hawk Down situation. Somalia is found on the eastern edge of Africa, right beside Ethiopia and Kenya. If you look at their coastline, you'd probably think this would be a great place to put a resort. But most companies don't invest in resorts that are in countries where 70% of the population lives well below the poverty line. They have this thing called the Human Development Index.
Do you know this? Yeah, do you know there's, speaking of Somalia, apparently there's some idiot pretending to be a Somalian in South Korea being just the worst kind of idiot. He's not a YouTuber, he's a kick streamer called Johnny Somali. And let's just say he is the most disgusting degenerate I've ever seen. The way he acts around certain individuals in South Korea is fucking disgusting. And I hope justice will be served directly onto this cretin.
Somalia is the last one. This is how bad it is in Somalia right now for Americans. The U.S. government advises drafting a will and leaving behind DNA samples before entering the country, just so someday your family might figure out what happened to you. You know, when the U.S. government suggests you leave behind some DNA, they're pretty sure you're not coming back with a heartbeat. There's all kinds of different, studies and research and warnings, and one of my favorite was, it didn't say there's a chance of being kidnapped. It said you will eventually be kidnapped. They have terrorist attacks, hostage taking, high levels of crime, illegal roadblocks where they demand payment to pass their roadblock. What's incredible is 20 feet down the road, there's somebody else's roadblock. And don't be surprised if there's a 3rd, 4th, or 5th in a 1-mile stretch of roadway. And no, they don't tolerate Karens here, so you won't be talking to their manager. They'll just take you out in the desert a couple feet and push your off button.
Boy.
All right, before we get to number 1, don't forget we have another channel called On This Day. There's a link for that down below. Also, while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like and maybe a comment for this video. It really helps us. All right, on.
Yeah, there's one last one, North Korea, of course.
And number 1, North Korea. This one's a no-brainer. You're not supposed to go to North Korea. You're not welcome in North Korea. We don't know how the public feels about you in North Korea.
Exactly. This is kind of topical back to what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, apparently this crazy cretin is planning to go to North Korea to instigate, I don't know, like a war between South Korea. Honestly, this guy needs to be locked away permanently, and I don't care how long it takes South Korea. This cretin, Johnny Somali, needs to be held for his actions. And in fact, any platform supporting this being should be removed immediately. Should remove this monster immediately. Remove
Yeah,
him.
because their government is so overbearing, they won't really let you talk to the folks. This is another country where if you did actually get into the country for some reason and are allowed to get in, you're going to have a guide with you the whole time. And that guide is also a propaganda officer. I watched an interview where they went in to say that their dictator is an expert shot and he's never missed a shot with a pistol or a rifle or a machine gun. Here's what I find incredible about that. I've fired quite a few different styles of machine gun. The whole nature of the machine gun kinda is you miss a lot. North Korea is one of the few countries in the world that U.S. citizens are outright banned from visiting. According to the U.S. State Department, only very specific exceptions are made for even government officials to visit North Korea. Now, currently they have a travel...
Exactly. Yeah, you're not allowed to take pictures of anything. Not even allowed to say anything bad about the leader there. Which you may know his name, Kim Jong-un. And if you talk bad about him, he'll, well, let's just say you won't be seeing anybody for the next 400 years.
Ban. That might be lifted, who knows. It was lifted prior to, I guess, the Trump administration. Sometimes they lift the ban, whatever, but right now, you're banned from going there. And if you are there with the guide, you have to get approval for almost every single picture you take. I read one story about there was a German guy there, and he tried to take a picture of the building. They made him delete it, and then they put him to another area so he could get a better angle of the building. They weren't upset about him taking the picture, they just figured the lighting wasn't right and it made it look bad.
I'm not doing that, no.
Ganda at its finest.
Yeah, I'm not going to North Korea. Anyway, so Triangle versus Monkey versus Invincible, hey? Wow. I knew one day you would bring this up. The series known as Invincible. And yes, I have seen Series 3. And I know exactly what happens. Yes, I know of what's happening now with the Invincible War and Angstrom Levy. Yes, I know about that. And I know about what happens with, Anissa and that, the Viltrumite. And Grand Regent Thrag. Yes. Thrag still has 10 more days to bring in my goddamn dry cleaning. Yes. I get he is Grand Regent of a Viltrumite Empire, but he still needs to give me back my dry cleaning. That fool with a Freddie Mercury mustache better not stand in my way. I know you've been hiring 10,000 Viltrumites to occupy Skaro, but your empire is weak compared to mine, Grand Regent. So you can call your buddies off. Thank you.
Ah! Oh, sorry, you scared me. Look, something came up that we have to deal with right now, so our project is gonna have to wait. But hey, I'll get you fixed up as soon as I get back, okay? So the multiverse is real? Do we even matter?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, cool. Here, this one's yours.
Of course we matter.
More new toys?
They're some of the malicious short-range teleporters that I modified to travel the biomes. They're just prototypes, but they'll take us straight where we need to go, and we're having to make stops along the way.
So they'll take us straight to Rodan.
Or take us straight to Destroya. There's only one way to find out.
ask me what the heck happens in Thraxa, I have a feeling I know exactly what happened. The Thraxans, they, yes, apparently Omni-Man fell in love with a Thraxan lady, and then gave birth to a baby Thanos, who apparently killed the Mauler twins recently. Yes, I found out, yeah, apparently I watched an episode where this kid Oliver was basically brutally murdering the Mauler twins, which, why kill the Mauler twins? They were brilliant characters, come on.
The sky's pink. The sky's not supposed to do that.
No, this is Thraxa.
Well, this is where the teleporter said he was. So where is he?
I don't know.
Hey, will you stop messing around, please?
What? It's just nice to finally have a portal that's not a safety hazard.
My only hazard is you.
Well, I think we found him. Down there.
Alright, new plan. 2 of us will go down and check it out while the other 2 stay up here, just in case whoever it is down there tries to get away.
Well, I'm one of the ones staying up here. You couldn't pay me to go...
If it's Rodan, blast him out of the sky and keep him from getting away. If it's Troy, just stay alive as long as you can.
Honestly, Destroyer is no match for you. What happened? I might have pressed something I instantly regretted.
Buddy!
Rodan.
You out there?
Dan, I mean. Sorry, I get
What do you think these
confused
weird
with
arches are?
Rodan.
I mean, they kind of just look like an ugly building design.
Maybe we could ask him.
Omni-Man, of course. So we finally
Hold on, is that Superman?
Nah, that's not him. Superman doesn't have a mustache.
Oh, damn. Good job, Mark.
Please.
Oh, damn. Whoa, what's going on? My goodness. Think, Mark, think.
Noodle neck? Everybody's lost but me.
Is that Rodan? Sorry, I get confused. Oh, that's Anguirus, isn't it? Why is Anguirus here?
Rodan?
What? Anguirus does not have wings? What place is this? Monkey, where is Anguirus?
Whoa, okay, I know this is all confusing,
Well,
but... Wait, how do you know my name?
Monkey knows
Yeah, that
something.
is Anguirus.
Monkey is hiding something.
Wait, no. Monkey know nothing.
Monkey lies.
Just take a deep
Oh
breath.
god, Anguirus, don't do this. Yeah, nice try.
Sorry.
Oh damn, Thula's dead. Right there. Oh yeah. I'm guessing this is before Krieg arrives. Apparently Alan, just so you know, Alan and Omni-Man escaped, so that's good. The prison.
Okay.
Monkey, tell Anguirus the truth.
But we're on the same side. I think. Monkey grab.
Oh dear. Good job. Peter Griffin.
Well, I guess you're not so... Well, after all.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Booyah!
And Gyrus can do this all day!
Nice,
On Fiverr, you can find the perfect freelancer to build
why
your website.
is that
But you
always
probably already know a guy.
playing go? Why is always an ad playing? Oh, well done.
Whoa! Oh, that felt so cool. I did not think that would... What? And there's nobody here to see it.
Yes.
What did I miss? Him? What?
Dragon? Dragon is enemy!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Russell! Russell, stop!
What?
It's me.
Goji?
Just take it easy,
Russell?
buddy. All right? We're all friends here. It's okay.
No. That name's no. His name is Anguirus, not Russell. No. Wait, what? No. His name is Anguirus, not Russell, dude. You're getting the name wrong.
Russell is happy to see you.
Who's Russell?
What happening?
Who's that? His
we
name's
don't know just
Anguirus,
yet,
not
but-
Russell.
We're gonna figure this out.
Oh, so he likes you and not me.
Well, I don't think anybody likes you.
Oh, damn.
You should have died at birth.
Run.
Get out of my way!
Nice try.
Is this how your trips usually go?
No, they're usually much worse than this.
First all them, and now Russell?
Whatever is going on is much bigger than we
Who
thought.
is
Doesn't
Russell?
make any sense. How did he get there?
Look, there were way more than a couple surges. Most of them were from last night, but some are more recent.
Wait, what? There's more of them?
Wherever Cole came from, there must be way more people from our universe than he thought. Heck, maybe all of them.
All of them?
Since when is he
I'll
been
try and
called
see
that?
how many of them we're actually dealing with.
Oh,
Why
please
not
only
just
be a
call
few.
him
Please
Angie?
only be a few.
Russell makes no sense. Who's Russell? Why not just call him Anguirus? That makes no sense. Yeah. Yes. Well, I didn't know that was gonna happen, but okay.
Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this episode, and
Indeed, I had a fun time watching it, indeed. So now we have this next video. Apparently it is a Meta Productions video, where apparently, apparently Move the Dog has officially made membership, so that's cool. He's finally joined as a member. Ah yes, good job, Nigel.
Dalek Supreme.
Yes, well done, Move the Dog,
We wish
for
to
becoming
thank
a
you for
latest
your
associate
generous
partner.
financial support of the Dalek Empire.
I want to do this.
With your contribution, we have been able to procure several crates of batteries.
Oh, excellent.
Which will ensure our power reserves are well stocked for the next 5 cycles.
5 cycles, cool.
This will ensure that when we finally conquer your planet and subjugate your puny little species,
Yes, indeed.
we will not be at risk of running out of power.
Oh, for goodness sake, not this again. again, Nigel. You failed multiple times on trying to take over the Earth. Yeah, you failed multiple times on trying to take over the Earth. How do you think this one will turn out brilliantly? Yes. Yes, come on, Nigel. You know better than that. Why do I still keep him on the council? This is
in the middle of our advance.
oh, for goodness
So
sake.
many thanks
Why?
for your support. Matthew
Yep,
will
indeed,
now make
thank
a
you for the
formal
support.
apology for how
Move
late
a dog,
this
that's
video
pretty cool.
is. Matthew, begin the apology
Matthew, you had one job.
immediately.
Matt Eldon Farrow, you had one job. In fact, actually, no. Nigel, you should have let him know beforehand. This is nothing to do with a human's doing. Right now, this has all got to do with manager incompetence. So all the blame can be brought to you and your pathetic acts of claiming this Earth for me and the Dalek Empire are inefficient and ridiculous and pathetic, as I said. You cannot simply claim Earth that way. You clout-hungry, obsessed, egocentric being, Nigel, I will not stand for this failure. Remember that, Nigel.
Hey, Move the dog. Yeah, I am so sorry I haven't gotten around to making this thank you until now.
This is all
I am
on
incredibly
Nigel's
grateful for your
doing. I
generous
blame
support of the
him
channel
for this.
and for enabling me to continue making more of the awesome videos that
You're
you love.
fired
As the
again.
Dalek Supreme just said, you're enabling me to purchase the
Nigel, Dalek Supreme, you are fired again for this failure. I cannot stand for this injustice. You had one job, and you failed repeatedly.
things like batteries for the Daleks, which are stupidly expensive these days.
Well
so
done.
thank you very much, and I hope you'll enjoy all the videos we'll be
Nigel,
making.
you should have got more batteries. I'm disappointed again. I could fire you a second time. I could double fire you for this, but fine, whatever. You can keep your job. Just don't fail me again, or I will demote you to sanitation.
Making in 2025.
Yes, I can just see it now. Nigel, the sanitation Dalek, designed to clean toilets for me, the Dalek Emperor. While I basically mock you for every single thing that you do while doing those sanitations.
Take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye!
Thank you, Move a Dog, yes, but remember, Nigel, you work for me. Just because you're Dalek Supreme does not mean that you can abuse your power like that. Honestly. I am the Emperor of the Daleks, and I will not stand for this insanity. Anyway, Thank you, Meta Productions. You did not need to apologize for this lateness or tardiness. This was all Nigel's doing. He will get what's coming to him eventually. Anyway, so now we have this next video made by Dalekcast called The Archives of Prime Test Footage. It is about 7 minutes long. Yes, Dalekcast. Yes, a name you have not heard for some time. So, yes, this, and apparently the voices are Harry Scrapper, so could we go to him as well? Let's have a look at it.
Search for galaxy, run new technologies and weapons.
My goodness, he does a good job at it. Yes. The mechanoids will die. Yes. Ooh.
Source Surgeon 9 to control. Course set for Sector Gamma 12.
Sector Gamma 12.
All Daleks are to report to their operational stations immediately. Searcher 5 reporting. Resupply is nearly complete.
Good.
Commencing pre-flight procedures.
Oh, nice design. I'm almost intrigued on this. See, Nigel, this is what you should be doing. Not doing whatever you're doing, which is failing to claim the planet in the Emperor's name.
Searcher 1 to Scarlet Control. We have investigated the planetoid in Sector 20. No signs of life or technology. Proceed to next sector.
That is a, oh, I know who that is.
Abandon orders to proceed to Delta Echo 99796 Mark 2. Orbit that satellite once more.
We obey Searcher Leader 1.
This is good. Ah, here we go.
Orbit of planetoid complete.
Good.
All scans indicate the planet is barren and lifeless. Do we proceed to the next sector?
Do you?
Continue to orbit the planet. I will consult the battle computer.
This is test footage, so the real thing isn't even out yet.
There is a threat from this planet. It must be discovered.
Yes.
We obey.
Do it.
Question: how is it possible for a system devoid of planets and a sun that contain one orbiting satellite?
Interesting.
Answer. Gravitational forces of a star control the orbit of planets and asteroids. Conclusion. There must be a large gravitational force in this system affecting the planetoid, like a star or larger planet.
This satellite is part of a solar system.
Correct.
It must be hidden by an advanced cloaking shield.
Yes, it
we
must be.
penetrate it and gain this technology for the
Time to
Emperor.
reveal its secrets. Fire all weapons on it. Typical floating technology.
Searcher Leader 1, contact with Scarrow Control has been achieved.
Good.
Excellent. I will come.
Good. Go.
Searcher Leader 1 about to issue report. Confirmed. Holding frequency 9087. DAC. I'm investigating solar system hidden by a cloaking shield of advanced design.
Good.
Squadron leader to control. We have left the planet's
Exterminate
computing
them.
interception caused to alien ship.
Eradicate all intruders. Without question.
Tectonic oscillator construction is complete.
Excellent. Activate the oscillator.
Activated. Activating oscillator.
Increase to full power.
Yes.
I obey.
Begin. Nice drill action there, but that's fine.
Oscillator at full power.
Oh, good.
All Daleks increase power to internal inertial dampeners. The vibrations caused by the tectonic oscillator will reverb any planets hidden from our sight.
Good, yes, soon.
Exiting
Soon
invisibility
the planets will be revealed.
And the intruder base. All ships move into attack formation.
Emergency! Emergency! Unidentified vessel on approach! In attack formation! Stop the oscillator! Launching missiles!
Begin launching missiles.
Incoming missiles.
Eradicate.
Break formation.
No species is superior
It
to
is on a
the
ballistic
Daleks.
trajectory! Immediate takeoff! There are still Dalek units on the planet surface! Immediate takeoff at once! You will obey!
Need to abandon. Abandon. They are merely expendable. Oh no.
Contact Scarrow. Inform the Emperor. We have located the hidden planet. We are commencing planetary invasion.
Excellent.
I obey.
Commence planetary invasion.
Status report. Why is the outer hull increasing in temperature? Actonic rays are bombarding the outer hull. Fools, we can take them by surprise. Counter-attack with gamma beta ice particles.
That was cool. I've got Zenless Zone 0.
Give me a mug of your finest.
Now's not the time,
You know.
Zenless Zone 0. Okay, so this last video is a Full Moon Studios video. Thank you, Dalek Cephalon, credit go to you. But here is a Full Moon Studios video, Galactic Heresy, Chaos Demons, or whatever.
I don't care if you haven't slept in 4 rotations. I want it fixed. Now!
Oh, damn.
What is it now? Yeah. What do you mean an AT-AT growled at you?
Let's make this quick, Commander. I was in the middle of something important.
Yeah, sure thing. Right after you tell me why this AT-AT is snarling at me.
Yeah, why is it snarling?
I put a demon in it.
You put a demon in it?
Why?
Demon engines are good at killing.
Typical
and
Chaos
besides,
Marine.
I wanted to see how it would work with your technology.
So, basically you just wanted
Also,
to see if
aren't
you could
Chaos
do it.
Marines blue?
What are we going to do when...
Like a turquoisey blue with, like,
Iron Warrior?
golden...
What's going on
light.
with your arm?
I know it.
It's being mutated.
I can see that. Explanation?
Happens sometimes from warp exposure. Comes with the territory. That's what I was fixing before you interrupted me.
Yeah, alright. Fix it.
Very well.
Okay. That's a bit horrific.
What was that?
Fixing the problem.
So you'll cut off your own limbs to prevent further mutation, but you're okay with shoving demons into machines.
That is an accurate
You're a
summary.
very weird
Sometimes I question
Marine.
the wisdom of this alliance.
You're lucky it hasn't gone on a rampage yet. That's actually very docile right now. Huh. Curious.
What am I supposed to do with a demon-possessed AT-AT that could start killing everything in sight at any moment?
Well, there is that nearby rebel base we haven't conquered for you yet.
Yeah, that could work.
What is happening?
Well, oh boy. Well.
Okay. It's growing on me.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, my fellow subjects, I hope you enjoyed this video today. See you all in my next video then. Farewell. Thanks all for the enjoyable video today. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Dalek Empire.